Well, hello. Okay, so native camp jobs. How much do you get paid? Well, it depends on how much you work. Um, so if you uh have 8 hours of scheduled classes, which is going to be it's about $20 an hour, but after the deductions, you have to pay a fee to native camp. They call it tax, but I don't know what that is, but it's probably their website fee. Um, and then you've got to pay to have your money moved from Payoneer. So you kind of figure about 17, $18. Hey, how are you doing? So each class is 25 minutes. And so you're figuring like two classes in an hour, okay? Of scheduled classes. What's going on, Roxanne? The power's out in part of my office. My photography room is dead. But anyway, the main place is open. I mean, I can run my computer and stuff, but anyway, so if you figure about $17 per hour at the lowest with your transfer fees and stuff, um which I think it's actually higher. I think it's closer to 18. um you're gonna get um 8 hours, okay, of scheduled classes. Okay. And we're figuring at the lowest of 17 per hour. Okay. Okay. So if you do an 8 hour day, all right, then it's going to be $136. Now, this is USD. Other countries get paid differently. It would be 136 USD a day. Okay. That you're making for 8 hours of work. Okay. And at approximately $17 per hour, and then $136 US dollars a day. Okay. Now, if you work 5 days a week, okay, at 4 weeks, okay, you're going to have about $680 a week USD, US dollars. There's other countries that get paid real low. The Philippines, they get paid terrible low. They get like $1 and $3 a class. Um, so 5 days a week, okay, at 4 weeks in a month. I mean, whoops, 5 days a week, 1 week, okay, 1 week is $680, okay, 1 week, all right, and then you've got $680 per week, okay, $680 per week at 4 weeks in a month. All right. 680 per week at 4 weeks in a month. Okay. Equals 2720 per month. Okay. And that's US dollars. Okay. So if you work just 5 days a week, and there's people that work 7 days. And I know a guy that's got 400 classes in since last Friday as of Tuesday of this week. If you work 5 days a week, okay, at 12 months, okay, at 2720 a month, okay, so 1 year equals 32 640. 32,640. Um, uh, 8 hours a day of scheduled classes. Is going to be, you got, like I said in the beginning of the vlog, it's the classes are 25 minutes each, whether you do standby or you do scheduled. Okay. The standby is paid a little bit cheaper. They've got a promo this month where they pay a little higher, and they also pay for your standby time waiting for a class. So, uh, and you really need to do standby. If you don't have enough scheduled classes, you need to get on that standby to make new friends so that you can recruit for your channel. Because, a lot of them like to try you out first. And there's tons of teachers on there. There's 500,000 students on that site currently, and it's having a lot of problems because it's so overloaded. So if you go up there and it's down, it's because they're working on it because the server's just slammed. Honestly, I think they need to split the server up, and take the site and split it like in two sections, like beginner and then intermediate and advanced and something else, because it's just whacked out the server big time. So they're constantly working on the site. This week has been very problematic trying to get up and teach. Yesterday it was open like at 9 in the morning and then it died again. And so right now I'm trying to get on there right now. So it's not normally like that. It's just they ran this big special for students where they can take the standby classes and the scheduled classes for the same price. So they're just taking whatever. And so it's really put a load on the system big time. And then but the classes are 25 minutes each, like I said in the beginning of the vlog. And so, and then it takes you about 5 minutes to do the report card after the class. Because you got to type in a bunch of stuff. So you're figuring 2 classes an hour. Okay. And so, that's what it's based on. Now, if you work more than 5 days a week, or you work every day of the week, or you only want to do like 4 hours a day working, there's people that do that. They just work 4 hours a day, and they work every day. It just depends how you want to do it, because you can work 24 hours on that site. So whether you want to do on call or scheduled. But the thing is, I will tell you from the USA that it's a lot busier come 6 p.m. till about 9 a.m. in the morning on our time. Because, a lot of the people are Orientals, so, when we're awake, they're asleep. So those are really good hours. I mean, you get a click on there about 6 or 7 p.m. United States time. Man, it's just like, as soon as you hit the standby button, 30 seconds later, the doorbell rings, ding, they're at your door. So it's just that fast. So but of course now they're doing a promo right now where they're paying you by the minute to be on standby. So if you have to sit on standby, the only problem is if you're on standby, you have to sit at the computer, because you don't want to miss a class if they ding you. So you have to literally be sitting there. So you can't move because you've got to be ready on camera. And so that's really important. But I mean, if you're not doing standby and it's just your scheduled classes, you get on camera for that. But on the standby, you got to be ready. You can't just let the computer run and come back and check it. That thing will ding as soon as somebody rings the doorbell. So they want to take a class from you. I mean, 32K is what you get paid working at a fast food joint or something like that, So that's not bad money if you just want to work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. But now you take your breaks when you want. If you don't want to schedule class, then you block your time out, turn your standby off. And you can go to the store or take lunch or whatever it is you want to do, or take the rest of the day off, work your other job. So you can work it whenever you want. But canceling scheduled classes can be problematic because they'll bill you for it, depending on how late that you cancel it. Um, in less than 25 hours. At 25 hours, you can cancel that class and not get charged. Once it hits 24, it begins. And they start charging you the closer it gets to that class of when you canceled. So if you cancel 3 hours before the class, you're going to eat dirt. If you cancel, an hour before the class, you're going to eat dirt. If you cancel 10 minutes before the class or don't show, you're going to eat dirt. You end up paying for the whole class. And there's a reason for that. They have a business to run. If you're going to schedule, then you need to be there. I mean, 80% of this whole deal is showing up, just showing up. So it's not hard to do if you can spell good and you're a good listener and you're kind and you smile. The classes go by fast as fire. The 25 minutes is nothing. It is amazing how fast that class goes by. It's just like, once you get to the halfway mark, I mean, it's really sliding downhill, no brakes. It is so incredibly fast. And it's just really a lot of fun. The people are great, they come to your class, and you learn so much. It's almost like they should really be paying you because it's just so much fun. It's one of the easiest jobs I've ever worked. I do have a lot of education. I taught school from kindergarten through college. Although I'm not a certified instructor, I do have 5 college degrees that I retain currently. But I own my own businesses and I'm doing stuff with that. Corona has really ruined those businesses, terribly, which has reduced my income incredibly. But I'm still fighting to keep them alive, I've got so much money invested and I just can't, you know, pay storage to house it and not do anything with it because that's my wallet sitting there. The products have to be sold. It's just they sell better with me in person than they do online. So, in the meantime, I have to suck it up and work for somebody else. And this is the neatest job. I don't have to be around other people for the pandemic and worry about getting sick, you know, um, because I'm not around anybody. Um, I have unlimited internet with T-Mobile. And so that works out great. Um, I pay 55 a month for that, 50 or 55 a month for that. And so I could just be online all day long. I have a virtually new computer, and I have 4 others behind that in case that one breaks. I'm a computer freak. I like to tweak with them and fix them and all that kind of stuff too. But so I don't have to worry about that. I have 2 sets of headphones. Can't wait to buy some cordless ones because that's what I really need. It's so much easier with cordless ones, and it's just really a lot of fun. It's one of the best jobs I think I've ever had, and for that kind of money, you're talking, almost $20 an hour is what the base pay is for the scheduled classes. That's really good money online. It's very hard to get jobs online that are, close to $20 an hour. A lot of them that I've seen are like $8 and $9 an hour to start. And it's like, whoa. Now, the other companies that have online teaching of English, and this is to, little bitty kids all the way to older people. It's not just a certain type of age range, it's anybody. And most of these people are trying to, learn English for jobs, for work, or to come to the U.S. and work, or wherever they're at. And they need to be versatile. Or they have customers that are tourists and they speak English only. And so they're trying to get ahead by learning another language, which English is the hardest language in the world to learn. And because it's going to make them money. So, they depend on you, they rely on you, and they're so nice and sweet. Oh my gosh. These people are so precious. It's like making new friends all day long. It is so much fun. And, for that kind of job where you can, say, oh, I've got to go to the market or I've got to go pay a bill or I got to take my car to shop. You can, kill classes that aren't reserved yet and go do what you have to do. Um, you can just go on standby all the time, and not schedule any classes if you want. Um, but I mean, most of these people that will schedule with you, they don't just schedule one class at one time and all that. They'll just schedule everything you have. So you'll be teaching the same person like all day long. I mean, they just do it when they can. I talked to one girl and she said it's her hobby to learn English. She's not doing it for any reason. It's just a hobby for her. And I'm like, really? It's not for work. It's not for travel. It's just like, no, it's just my hobby. And so she takes classes every day. And her younger son had told her, you really need to learn English. It's a really good thing to know. So that's what she does. She takes one 25-minute class a day. And she just loves it. And yeah, I admire those people who speak like 25 languages. Did you see that thing on the internet where that kid knows like 25 languages? It's like, whoa. I can speak like three or four, but I mean, not totally fluently on some of them, but enough to get through. But yeah, it's amazing. But these people are really easy to teach. They're super, super intelligent. I mean, you just can't believe how intelligent most of your clientele is going to be Orientals. They are so intelligent, it's just beyond belief. They get it right there. Boom, boom, boom. It's not, like teaching a brand new baby how to speak, your language. These people are super intelligent. So they get it right off the top. And they're really sweet about it. So it's just it's you hate it when it's the end of the class. When you look up and you see the clock is ticking, on your computer. It does it all the time as soon as you sign on with the student and during the class, it's ticking away. And then they send reminders, when it's like the 5-minute mark, and then they send a reminder when it's like 1 minute left. And it's so sad, when it gets down to the end of the class because it's getting ready to turn off and it turns off automatically. The screen goes dead. Class is over. So, yeah, it's just so much fun. But the time goes extremely fast. Extremely fast. I don't do any back to back classes. I'm not doing it. I have to get up, go to the loo. I have to get, a bottle of water. I might have to check messages on my phone or something, check emails, check sales, and then I'm ready to teach another class. And you just click on there and wait till the next one comes. You don't have to do it any certain time, like, every half hour interval or anything like that. It's just when you're ready. If you need a 5-minute break, 10-minute break, 15-minute break, an hour break, 2 hour break, doesn't make a difference. Whenever you're ready, just click on and here comes, a class. Other than your scheduled classes. So, um, it just depends how you do it. I mean, if you were to work 8 hours a day and you work 6 days a week, you're going to make even more. You work 7 days a week, you make even more. It just depends. If you don't want to work 8 hours, you just want to do 6 hours a day, and you do that. Just base it around $17 per hour, US dollars. And thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. I think that was from Roxanne. And so you just have to base it on what you're trying to accomplish. If you got a bill you have to make, and a rent or whatever it is you're trying to acquire through your payroll, you get paid 2 times a month. So, like, this week's cutoff is the 15th. Now, I'm not sure if that covers today because today is the 15th in the Orient, and that's where our pay is based out of. Or it covers the next day. It may cover today and then not the next day, you know, because today is the 14th, tomorrow's the 15th here, and in the Orient, today is the 15th. So, anyway, yeah, I don't know exactly, the per second cutoff. I've never really examined that before. But so that pay, we'll get that the latest at the transfer date is probably about the 20th, I guess. Um, I haven't paid much attention to it. It's just when it comes for me. But it's only paid through Payoneer. So, and do sign up through the website, or it'll be a nightmare mess if you don't. I was going to sign up outside the website, but when I clicked the link on the website, everything was just all set up for me, for which account, the whole thing, just boom, boom. So, but it's really fun. And that's really, to me, I think that's very good money for working online for most all the jobs I've seen. I applied for 50 of them. And I'm trying to be online to not be around in the public because of the pandemic. It's not worth dying, or I'd be at my own job in public making bank, nothing less than $100 an hour. Because I sell my clothes, and they don't do well without me. That's a fact. I've always hated online work because even when I made 5K a week with Amazon and eBay, I've always hated it because you miss so much not being able to really deal with the customer, see them in person, smile at them, you know, for the, the eye to eye contact kind of thing. You know, I sell my clothes very well, and and because I'm there, people depend on seeing me. It's not because I'm like, the top salesman, all that, which I am. I'm an outrageous salesman, but I don't have to sell my clothes. They sell themselves, but they sell really well with me there, because people love me. But without me there online, I'm making about 1/10 the income. So it's horrible. Plus, I miss my job. And that part of my job that I miss is this, dealing with people. So you're seeing these people live on video, and it's so much fun. You would never believe how much fun it is. And it's I guess it's like, Yahoo, when they started the Yahoo Messenger, and then you could click on the live and see them face to face and talk. It's like that, you know. So you know, you just meet somebody brand new if you're doing standby. Now, if you're not doing standby and you're a scheduled class, you can go in there and read the students' info and other teachers' comments and stuff on their um little resume thing there. But on a standby class, there's nothing you get to read or prep or anything. It's the textbook comes up immediately, the student's picture appears immediately, and you're ready to roll. You start reading what's on your screen to see what you've got. You confirm it with the student. Okay, you're taking, this title subject, and it's going to be page one, correct? Yes. And then you start just reading, the instructions and stuff. Um, and then, they answer questions from you, and they create sentences, and it's just so much fun. It's just really a lot of fun. Most of the people I teach are doing English for work, for jobs. And so it's really important for them to learn it. And they're to the T. They want to pronounce exactly the proper way. And that's what you need to teach them. One of the biggest problems I see with people wanting to work for Native Camp is a lot of the Pacific Islanders who don't have like any education, at least no education in English. And I have people comment on my channel. I have people that comment in other forums about, teaching online, which they call ESL. And they can't spell at all. You are not going to be able to teach if you can't spell because you're typing during the class. And then you have to do the grade card after the class. It takes, 2 to 5 minutes. Okay. And so you need to be able to spell. You can't teach somebody how to spell if you can't spell. It makes absolutely zero sense to me. And it's not slang and all this other stuff. You need to know how to spell. You don't have to be an English major. But, just you need to be able to how to spell and read and write to do this thing. Okay, you don't have to have teacher certification where other of these businesses require teacher certification. So, and then they've got all this badges and stuff they call it, and You go in there and you spend, anywhere from, um, 30 minutes to 2 hours for each one of those classes, and then take a test to pass it, and then it's put on your resume for the students to see, that you're qualified in teaching, conversational English, or you're qualified at teaching children's first grade, and so, you're doing as much education as if you were going to college. So the more you learn on the website getting badges, the better off you're going to be, because they can refer you to students that are looking for those particular subjects that they want to learn. So they pick the books, they pick the subjects, they pick the pages, and all you do is guide them through it. And they're really dependent on seeing how your lips move and how it sounds so they can copy it. So it's really valuable, important to them. But it's a lot of fun. It's really, really a lot of fun. And a lot of people can never, be able to describe what the pay is. All you have to do is sit down and figure out the numbers with the calculator. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. The facts are there. Okay. So, um, I thought I'd put it on YouTube because nobody's really put it on there. Now, things that will change is if you signed up with somebody else's email as your referrer, you get right now you get a $50 cash bonus when you teach only one class before 15 days is up. One class, one 25-minute class, you're going to get $50 plus the class pay, whether it's a scheduled class or it's a, on the spot class. And then they've got a special right now also. If you teach 100 classes, you get, I think it's a $45 uh, promo fee on top of those classes. And it has to be done in, I think, 15 or 30 days. But they change it every month. So, it just depends what promos they're doing. They just started the promo where they're paying you by the minute for waiting on standby to take a standby, on the spot class, what they call sudden classes. So they change promos every month for teachers. And then they change promos all the time for students too. But for teachers, it just varies all the time. So, it just depends what, the deal of the month is. And it can come up in as quick as a day. They might have just a brand new promo added on just in 24 hours. So you got to pay attention to your emails. You got to look at your messages on the website and on the phone app all the time, because you never know what's going on next. And, don't be disappointed if the website's down because it's so slammed and overloaded. This is one of the biggest companies for teaching English out of all of them on the internet. And the server is just so overloaded, it's just beyond belief. But they still need lots and lots of teachers. They've got over 500,000 students right now, and they need more teachers. Okay? So, and especially if you're available and you're in the United States and you're available in the nighttime, that you'll just work nonstop. Nonstop. I mean, it's just unreal how many people are on there at night. But I mean, you still can work 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's your choice. But and you can book your classes like 4 weeks ahead. And you can change it, and they're not going to fine you for changing it as long as nobody signed up for your class. So you can take them on, off, do whatever. Right now with the site down, I'm going down when I can get in on a daily basis for a few minutes and dropping classes off my schedule just to make sure it doesn't get screwed up the computer and I get billed for it if somebody is able to sign up for it and then the site goes down. So I'm being careful. Anyway, I'm just waiting to teach today. Hopefully they get the site repaired today for a little bit and I can get to work. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed that, and do check it out. And I'm going to put my referral code in the description box below in this vlog down there. You click that little arrow and it'll open it up. And I'll put my referral email in there. So if you aren't signed up with Native Camp, do use it, because I didn't use somebody's referral email when I signed up because I thought I was just like throwing them money or something. And actually, I lost because I would have got the $50 cash for the first class I taught. Ugh. So I'm not getting that because I didn't use somebody else's referral email. And I researched it a lot before I even signed up. So I saw lots of referral emails and the things I read and watched. Hey, Inspirational Nomad, how are you, my friend? So do make sure to use the referrer's email when you sign up so that you'll get that $50 right off the top on your first class, what you got to do in the first 15 days. So how are you doing? It's so good to see you, my friend. Interesting vlog. I caught you on that live, on the back end of that live yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. I jumped right in there. I was sure excited to see it. So property is going down. Little by little, it's going down on the retail market. So I hope you get to find something you like shortly. I'm sure you'll do well with it because it's rocking now to where people can start buying. So, but anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Got 2 thumbs up so far. But anyway, I'll put it in the description box below for my referral email, so you can use that as your referrer on your application with Native Camp, which is a really short and sweet application. It's just like filling out a little form. And don't miss that money like I did. It was so dumb. But anyway, because that would have been cool additional pay to my payroll. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the vlog and I hope you learned a lot. I just thought I'd put it down in writing. And this is pay for 20 and 22. Okay. And then also your pay will vary according to your experience teaching, whether it be online or in person teaching. And all that's in your sign up thing. So they classify you as like a C1, C2, C3, and all that stuff. So it may be, a little bit higher for other people and a little bit lower for other people. But the ones that really get it the low are the ones that are outside the United States. So their pay is much lower than ours. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great one. Thanks for dropping by. It's been a slice of heaven. Do something kind for a stranger. Be nice to somebody, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Love you.